Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Try to get it to the edge. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Coming after him. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Going downfield for the big play. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Kansas State pushing the pace. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Giddens. Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 14, Kentucky, 7.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Kansas State 14, Kentucky 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw.
Oh, look out! The 30. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws his...
The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're trying to get to it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
And that pass picked off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
They're strong and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. Throwing right. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the...
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned, halftime is coming. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller...
All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. At the 20.
It is so nice to have a guy that can take a play that looks like it's going for no gain, break the tackle, and then you've got an explosive play now in great field position.
It's so awesome. You don't have to block it perfectly. He makes the guy miss, breaks the tackle, goes almost all the way down the field. Great play call. Give it to that guy.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
To the air, it's Vandergrift. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And the kicker delivers the free ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kansas State.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down.
He wants to go deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Can anyone catch him? The tap. Touchdown, Kansas State. And that one will give them the lead.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
28, Kentucky, 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Johnson looking to throw. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The AT unit on the field. Oh, he missed it. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Kentucky, 24.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Safe completion on the screen. Discards a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Kansas stay quick to the line. He'll go to the draw. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky, 24.
He's going to bring it out from deep. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Kentucky offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 6.
Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After misfiring, it's 2nd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking for a huge play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And